Look at all the emus going down here. Haven't seen a big mob like that here for a long time. Just out mustering their cattle out here. Oh, there's a heap of them. Coming up here to check the traps for night, after night 4. So it's this one mustered a mob of cattle in, and late yesterday afternoon I went and touched up the scents over the traps in the other end where the cameras are, because a dog had been, the night before, one dog walked right past the camera, past the trap, and I haven't downloaded the footage yet, but I'll put it up here now. I'm not sure whether he stopped or not. I'll have to check the footage, but he didn't get caught, so I put some more of the dog bitch here, and then from the dog bitch I trapped yesterday, I put some of that on the tree there, and another dog was there last night or this morning in the dark, but he didn't. I'll have to go and check the footage as well. I'm not exactly sure what he did, but he didn't get caught. So anyway, just coming here now to check these ones up the top. Where we were yesterday, I think there's dog tracks on the road here, so with any luck we might have another one up ahead. Yeah, there's dog tracks over my wheel marks from yesterday, so they've been along here. Just pull over and see. Yeah, they're heading this way. Running over bones there. I don't want to put a hole in the tyre. There's still dog tracks along here. What do we got here? Something's been caught here. Got out the trap. There's a bit of blood in the trap. Not exactly sure what it was. Dogs have been all around the area. Could have been a wallaby. They didn't take the drag far. Didn't really move it at all. I'm not sure what was here. Dog tracks everywhere here. There's also wallaby tracks. I might reset it and come back, go up and check the next one. Okay, so we got the trap in just here again, and tied back onto that drag there. I can't work out what exactly it was that got caught. Okay, we got dog tracks and big dogs. There might be a couple of dogs here. Look at that. They've scratched all over this. Pulled at the pan cover. Exposed the trap. So I don't know. Missed him in that one. So we'll keep going up to the next one. Going off the amount of footprints on the track, I reckon there's at least 2 or 3 dogs here yet. Not exactly sure. But we've taken the 2 out of this pack so far. Okay, just coming up on where we got the one yesterday. see anything here. Maybe they avoided this spot since that one got caught yesterday. Can't see any tracks on the road. Fox has been here. Nothing's been touched. The trap's back in there. Well, nothing there, unfortunately. We've just got one more trap to check. Just coming up on it now, and doesn't look like there's anything here. Absolutely nothing. Let's check the road here, see if there's any dogs have even been past. Wallabies. It doesn't look like any dog tracks. So. Trap set in there, a bit of blood from that bitch I trapped yesterday. Oh, look out, here comes the yeet. Got an automatic pickup. Didn't have the handbrake on properly. Anyway, saves me walking so far. See what tomorrow brings. Okay, I'm just checking the traps here on, what's this now, after night 5. Just driving along, coming the other way around today. There's been dogs along here, back one way and then the other way as well. So hopefully we got one up here somewhere. But since I was here yesterday, so we'll check them quickly, and then I've got to get going, get in the field truck, do a run, and then go out to another property and do some grading for someone out there. So got a lot on today. Well, they've got dog track here. Here's another trap I've got in the here with a bit of blood there. I might put a bit of male dog here and some dominant dog urine on there, just to try and pull them up a bit, because they don't seem to be chasing the bitch stuff as much. Okay, coming up here to set number 2. Still dog tracks on the road, I think. Wallaby tracks everywhere. Traps just in the log. Can't see any dog tracks either. Set number 3 over here, but it's all bare. I wonder, since that bitch got caught the other day, they're detouring around this spot. You can't see any tracks on the road here. Yep, there was sort of tracks from a dog had come up this way and then gone back again. Let's check this one over here. Yeah, it all looks bare here. Something's been on the top of it here, but it hasn't set it off, so maybe the possum or something. Yeah, anyway, we'll go down. We've got another 2 down. This is where they got wrecked yesterday. Let's see what's down there. Coming over the hill here, and I can see I've got at least one dog up ahead here in the trap where something set it off yesterday, or something had got caught. So I reset it, and I got ourselves something. It's in the last trap Not sure whether there's anything down the first gully here. Righto, there's nothing there. But we've got a dog up ahead here. Doesn't sound too happy about being in a trap here. Okay, there's a few other tracks around here, so I'd say you probably had a mate as well. I think it's only oh, it is an older male. That's good. Been one that's probably been playing hard to get. Yeah, he's only probably just been caught in the last half an hour, I suppose I'd say. And only got him by sort of 1.5 toes. So just as well I found him now in case he pulled himself out. So yeah, that's good. I'd say, yeah, he's only been trapped for maybe only 20 minutes. So just as well I didn't come here too early. I'm going to quickly stick the trap back in. Actually, I might even change the trap. He's slobbered and made a big mess on that one. I don't really want to... He hasn't put a lot of scent around the area, I don't think. So I'll just change the trap. Now this is the beauty of having these cables, because you don't have to pull out the stakes just to swap a trap over. Undo the D Shackle and the trap comes straight off and you can swap it out for another one. So I've got this trap here. Put a fresh one in the ground just to mask the scent. One here I've coated in stuff the other week. Actually, I was in Western Trapping Supplies the other day away, and I got myself a couple of new traps to try. These ones here, these are the Western Trapping Supplies number 5. And they've updated the pan on these since the last time I used one of these. They've got a little groove in there, the same as these number 3s. And it makes them really nice to set. And they just sort of go along. You just push the pan down and it just clicks straight into place. Just had these in the shed before and put the double stake ring in there. And put a spotter weld in the swivel as well, just so it can't come undone. And yeah, so I've got a couple of them. We'll try them and see how they go. Anyway, I'll get this trap in the ground and hopefully we can pull up another dog if he had his mate here. So it's first dog, a male for this trap run. So it's number 4. Speaking of cables and traps, if any of you are or do trapping and you're sort of sick of pulling up stakes or whatever, I am selling some of my cables. But if you go to my link below to my merch page, I might list them on there and you can just order them on there. And I think it'll all depend on the price per how long I do. I'll probably do 4 lengths, so it'll be 1, 2, 3 and 4 meters. Sort of good to have a bit of a range, but sort of I find about 2 meters is fairly good most of the time. This one here I've probably gone a little bit short. It's only a 1 metre one. They're good for tying off to a tree or something there, so when you've got the trap fairly close to a tree. But usually on a drag or something you want a little bit more length just so they can catch on things a bit easier and got a bit more to wrap around things. So if you want some and you want to support me, I've got them. I'll list them up on the website below, and they're all doubles, like a spliced eye plus on the tail, and after the splice I've put a swage on it as well, so there's absolutely no way they can undo it, and so they're very, very secure. So yeah, anyway, if you're interested, I'll have them up there, because you can't really buy them from anywhere that I've been able to find unless you buy the components and make them up yourself. But anyway, if you're interested, head to the link below and check them out. There's a lot of tracks along here. I don't know whether some of that could be from yesterday as well, but anyway, I've got the trap reset down here, back in the same drag, and now just go and take this dog. I might try and make him drop a bit of blood here, and yeah, better go and get in the fuel truck. Okay, I've just got off the grade and I've come back over to this end of the property where I set this other trap. I've got the camera on it, and the cattle, I think the cattle are coming set this off this morning. They've slobbered all over the spring and sand all over it, so I'm just going to go and put it back in again. Okay, so I've got the trap reset there, and I've put a bit of a scat there with some male dog or dingo urine on there. Big shout out to Mick. He sent me a fair while ago some tuna oil to try on the dogs. So the one that I've had on the camera here, he's just been going past. He's been a bit wary, I think, of coming too close, or the scent hasn't been strong enough, or the wind's been blowing wrong, not sure. But I've just put a bit of tuna oil up here, up high, right in the fork of the tree. Just put a bit of a dribble of it there, so if it's wind's blowing across, it might draw him in from further away, so get him to come over, and then he might smell the dog scent there. So anyway, that's the theory. We've got the Hick Micro M15 trail camera up here, keeping watch, so see what happens. Hopefully the cattle don't go getting carried away licking the stuff there and set it off again. So anyway, I reset this camera going and go home and go to bed. Okay, I'm just going to freshen up the scent on here as well. I've got this other trap set here. It's going to help if I actually open the lid. Just give it a bit on the log there. We didn't quite need that much. Now I've got the Guard Pro camera up there on the side of the tree. It's just taking a video of me. It's notified me already. So anyway, I don't know whether the dogs have even gone past here since I set this trap. Hasn't been any sign on the camera, but it's picking it up out at this distance, I'm not sure. Just have a look on the track here for a bit of footprints since I drove here the other day. Any cattle tracks? Can't see any dog tracks, so they probably haven't been passed yet. Anyway, we'll just be patient. Hopefully when they do come past, oh hang on, what's this? There's dog tracks there. So yes, they have been passed. Wind blowing. going that way. So the camera didn't pick him up. It's been angled down a bit too far. But I want to be able to see the trap properly. So anyway, keep going and go home and I'll do it all again tomorrow. Well, I just on my way home, I reckon I just saw a couple of dogs. I think I just saw two sets of eyes, just with all I had my little torch with me. It's the best torch I've got at the moment here, so it doesn't get a lot of distance. But anyway, saw some way up the other side of the dam back there, and I got the headlights around there, but couldn't see anything, so I reckon they headed for the tree. So I'd say it was probably two dogs. Anyway, hopefully they go to the other end and start investigating the traps. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, we're just coming up here and the first set.
Pardon?
Nothing there.
Where's your trap here?
The trap's just in there.
Oh yes, I can see it.
Just can't see any tracks on the road.
Oh,
We'll keep going up. Okay, trap number 2. Nothing there. Go up here to trap number 3. Doesn't appear to be anything here either. Hasn't been touched. Alright, we'll go up to the next one where I caught the one yesterday. Okay, what have we got? Doesn't look like there's anything here. It's all still set. And we'll go up to the next one up here. Still set too. I'll just check the track to see if there's been anything here. Checking for footprints. The marks where I drove last night. The trap's just in there. So nothing's been along here. Just got the cameras to send me a picture earlier. I'm over the other end where the other traps are. Yeah, nothing's been near them, nothing's disturbed it. They're all still good. So anyway, see what tomorrow brings. Checking the last trap for the day. There's been nothing up ahead. Well, nothing back where I've been. There's been a fox here. And he's coming along and he stepped on the edge of the trap. There, I think. Walked around there maybe. So he's missed the trap. The cattle had wrecked the one back here in this next gully. Well, they hadn't set it off, they just sort of half exposed it. But there's a mob of pigs over in the traps, near the traps the other end last night. But they didn't wreck that one either, thankfully. So anyway, all set. And we'll keep going and see what tomorrow brings.